Hey guys, Nak is back and welcome to my first Arcade Sunday, where we'll take a look at an old school arcade game so that it doesn't get lost in time, and just as a reminder that graphics aren't everything. It's funny because even though the games are a lot smaller and less complex, sometimes I have the feeling that the average arcade game is way more fun than the average AAA title coming out this day and age. But maybe that's just me, since nostalgia is very subjective. The fun thing about these games is that because they are so old, you can find an emulator and a ROM for free, so you can check it out for free if you want to, and I'll put the links in the description box below. But anyway, let's jump right into it. So today we're taking a look at Striker 1945 Plus on Neo Geo, made by a company named Psycheo that also made a ton of other arcade games, from shooters to pornographic Mahjong games. So this is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, I guess, but it's more about tactical placement and reflex time than just shooting. When starting out, you have the choice between 6 different planes. You have 4 different stages, but they always appear in a random order and get harder the further you get. You have to destroy planes, stay alive, collect gold bars, power-ups and bombs for points, and each plane also has their own super shots. Not only that, but the shoot pattern and bombs are also different on every plane. So it's a great way to have a lot of variety in the gameplay. Super shots do a lot of damage and can be stored, and bombs mostly result in a friendly bomber plane clearing your screen for you and blocking incoming bullets. So it's basically your backup for when shit hits the fan. Each stage has a boss, and after beating the final boss the game starts over from the beginning, but in World 2. So everything is a lot harder. I also saw that 1 or 2 bosses were different in this case, but for the rest it's mostly the same stages but a lot more difficult. I personally am having a blast playing this game, and I remember spending hours on it when I was a kid. It's one of those games where it's really easy to pick up again but very hard to master. And when you get through a difficult part you really get a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction, since it's really not easy, especially once you get to stage 3. What I like to do for my runs is do as much as possible in one life and start over to beat my high score again. Because a continue takes away a ton of points, and even though it's virtual coins and we could potentially just beat the game by using 20 credits, that takes away all the fun and especially all my points. One of the things that I really love about arcade games is that almost all of them have a co-op mode for 2 or even more players. If you see how many games don't even bother this day and age, I really appreciate this on arcade games, and it can make it a whole different experience, since it's a lot easier and less hardcore if you have a flight buddy. I also like the fact that there's no saved progression in arcade games, so except beating the game you always try beating your own score, which is a challenge in itself and gives a ton of replayability. I think since I downloaded this game I played it for more than 5 hours, and the most fun part about that is that I really feel like I'm getting better. I highly advise anyone watching this vid to check it out for sure, and as mentioned I'll put the necessary links in the description below, and there will also be a link to a guy who goes crazy god mode like on this game. Next week I will be going over the first Metal Slug or the MegaMan Power Battle game. So what would you guys like to see first? I'm also open for suggestions because I'm pretty sure I missed out on a lot of arcade games, so feel free to fire away. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed and give this game a chance because it's free and for me it's a gem when it comes down to old school arcade games. And like always guys, I'll see you next time.